Canva just added a brand new way to collect emails right inside your design. That's right, you heard that correctly. You can now create beautiful forms directly in Canva, whether it's for a lead magnet, an RSVP page, or even a quick feedback form. In this video, I'll show you how these forms work and how you can use them to grow your audience. All right, let's discover these new forms in Canva. I am here in a presentation document, but it doesn't really matter. This will work in any document. And something else I want to say from the get-go is that this feature is available to all users. So that's the good news. Let's head over your Elements tab. This is where things are going to happen for you when you're searching for forms. If I scroll down and I get to all of the little icons right here, by the way, I love the redesign of these icons. I see a new category of icons that says forms right here. See, it says new right here, this purple capsule. So let's click on that and discover what the forms are all about. I can see a few different categories. Okay, so I have my business forms. So these are like email capture, contact forms. Let's see, lead capture form. They look pretty cool actually. So you have about 8 to 10 different templates right here. I see another category for education. So here we'll find kind of like mood checks with this form right here. How are you feeling? So you can choose the mood. Okay, let's say I'm super happy about all these new Canva features, submit that, and you see my response has been saved. So where has it been saved? Well, I can see right here with my form selected, I can see a new floating menu and I see this button right here with responses. So when I click here, I can see this pop-up showing some insights about the responses to my form. So total 1. So I have 1 submitted answer. Responders, anonymous. So I guess you could probably see who, if it's someone in your team, interacted with your form. So that could be a good thing for a teacher, because I guess with Canva Education, the teacher knows who are the different students in their class. So this would be showing right here the name of the responder. And then, yeah, so we see the value also, the time step, how are we feeling? 5. Okay, so basically these little emoji going from sad to happy have been attributed a value. So 5 being the maximum level of happiness, I guess. And then I have this button right here, view responses. When I click on this, I see kind of like a summary of my responses right here, quiz data. And then I have a link to a sheet. So this sheet right here, Canva sheet, is going to be my command center, I would say, for the responses of my forms. And that's really interesting because from here, I can rename this sheet and give that a name like mood check class 4B. Let's say you are teaching in class 4B. So this is the mood check. So you'll have your timestamp. Very cool, because you can kind of do a mood check every day with your students, and you will keep a track record of like, how are your students feeling every day? Okay, so that's pretty cool. I love that the answers will be collected right here in a Canva sheet. And by the way, if you're new here on our channel, well, first of all, welcome. My name is Ronnie Hermosa. I am a Canva verified expert, and I share videos just like this one together with my wife, Diana, every single week. So if you want to learn about Canva, make sure you hit subscribe. And now back to the tutorial. Let's get back to our form. Okay, I just wanted to show you the full experience. Let's delete this one and continue to explore the templates. Under elements, I'm going to go back. So we have business, education, events. Events are going to be very useful for all of us organizing webinars, cohort courses, or I don't know, just like community meetings. Let's find the first one right, or the second one looks cool. I'm going to click on this one right here, make that bigger so we can all see what's going on here. I'm going to collapse that panel. Okay, so it says event feedback. Okay, so it's a feedback form for an event. How would you rate this event? Okay, from 1 to 5, let's give it a 3. Share your feedback. Event was good, but food could be better. Okay, sometimes we just go to an event because we feel a little bit hungry, and if the buffet is not up to your expectations, well, you might give the organizers a bad feedback. Would you attend future events? Yes, maybe, no. Let's say maybe if food is improved, and then I can share feedback. Okay, and similarly, when I go back here, click on the form, see my responses, I will see, okay, Ronnie Hermosa, how would you rate this event? That's a 3 out of 5. Feedback, event was good. So I see everything here. And I guess this will create another sheet. Okay, every new form will be linked to a separate sheet, I guess. Let me see, double check. Yes, you see, this is a new Canva sheet that I can also rename. And now I have some info about the responder. Okay, Ronnie Hermosa. Okay, this is great. I see a lot of potential for these. Now, let me answer a question right away because I know this question is coming. How do people interact with my form? Well, the easiest way is that you need to share a link to this Canva document with someone. And you don't want that someone, in most cases, to be able to edit your Canva document. So what you will want to share is a public view link. So just head over this share button, click on that, and then you will want to find the button that says public view link. I think everyone can create a public view link. So click here, then click create public view link right here. Canva will give you a link. You can copy that. And I'm going to copy this link and paste it in my browser right here. And I can see that now I see the experience full screen. I see the form full screen, and you see it's something I can interact with. So if I love this event, I can give it a 5, give some feedback, great talks, fun people. But would you attend again? Yes, for sure. Share my feedback. See, my response has been saved. So that's how you share your form with people. So I can see this as super useful. You could create a QR code, for example, with the public view link, put that in your presentation. And so people can scan the QR code on your slide. They will open this little form on their mobile. So maybe you would embed this form in a story kind of document so that it looks great on mobile. And if I just paste the link right here on my mobile phone, I want to show you the experience here on mobile. So you see here, because I'm using a presentation, the form appears to be quite small, but people can zoom in by simply pinching and zooming in. But maybe I would recommend to get the most optimal experience to create a Canva website, add the form to this website, and then publish the website. That way you make sure that your form will adapt to the device you are using to view it, because Canva websites are responsive. So that's probably much better than to use your form in a presentation like I did. All right, now, obviously, you don't want to be limited to just like the form, the templates that have been created here for you. So you can obviously create your own form. Okay, let's get back to the elements. Let's get back to form right here. And I'll show you, for example, like a little rate your experience. Let's see. Like feedback form. Let's just use this one as our base. So I have this, I'm going to collapse this panel, and you can see with the form selected, you can start changing all of the colors. So here there's a nice gradient, which I actually like. But if I wanted something more on brand, I could change that color. So you can customize this gradient by clicking on its little settings button right here. So let's say I want to change this one for color right here, this red. So you'd have now this red and gray gradients. So it was actually better before. So let's just choose a different accent color. Instead of that pink right here, let's say I want to use this green color. This looks nice. So this is how you start customizing your form. But if you want to customize deeper or further, you obviously can use the edit button right here. So you can change the questions, customer feedback, so your email. You can change that by drop us your email, for example. You see, and it will automatically adjust right here on the page. Let me zoom in a bit so you see what's going on here. Drop us your email. I'm customizing this first line right here. So that's the first box, okay, the first question. And you see, you can make this a required question. Let's make that a required question. You see the little asterisk coming up right here next to your line of text because it's now required. You can move it up and down. You can duplicate this section or you can delete it. Then there is your second section. Okay, so this is change question type. And you can see all of the questions right here. You have 12 types of questions. You have short answer, long answer, multiple choice, checkbox, email, number, poll, single choice quiz, multiple choice quiz, mood meter, linear scale, and star rating. For example, if I want to add a poll, okay, I add a poll right here and I can give that a name. Okay, so where did you hear from us. Okay, this is something interesting. So it could be, I don't know, maybe from YouTube. Another option could be LinkedIn. Okay, so let's just keep it two simple answers. So where did you hear from us, YouTube or LinkedIn? So you can select whichever is the correct answer for you. So let me go back to edit. So again, if you're like this on your page and you don't see the edit button, it's because your form has not been selected. So click on the form, you should see your edit button, and you should be able to come back here and add more questions if you want to. Okay, so this one, like for example, if you want to name that section, where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? Where did you hear from us? So yeah, what I think we should do here is, instead of where did you hear from us right here, we should have it here. So maybe an ad. So you have your answers, you have your title. So this looks more like the proper way of asking this question. So that's the new forms in a nutshell. The real good use case that I see right here is collecting emails. Okay, this is your ultimate lead magnet, because let me show you what happens when I actually fill up that email. It's going to show up in my Canva sheet, right? So I'm going to get into presenter mode here to show you. I'm going to add my email, hello@teamronny.com. If I submit this form, you see now response saved. Come back to my document, click on the form and see the responses. Okay, you see now Ronny Hermosa, and then drop us your email, hello@teamronny.com. So if I click here and get access to my sheet, what you'll see is that the email has been successfully corrected in the second column right here. So this is actually a great improvement, because you can now collect their email and store them right here in your Canva sheet. Now, how do I send an email from this? Well, you can already design your email in Canva. We have seen that in another video of this series. Make sure to watch that. I'll leave a link to the playlist of that series with all of the Canva World Tour launches in the description of this video. Make sure to check it out, the other episodes. I believe we have 5 more episodes for you to learn all of these features. But since you can already design your email in Canva, all you need to do is to have an email management platform and copy that HTML from your email, paste that in your management platform. You have your email perfectly designed, and you can simply import your emails from this Canva sheet. So you can import all of the emails at once, and everything you will be collecting in this Canva sheet will be ready for you to use for your email marketing. So I see this as a game changer, definitely a great feature to have. I love that Canva left that feature, the forms, for free. So wonderful feature, definitely check it out. All right, so I hope that by now you understand what Canva forms are and how you can leverage them to start building your audience, start collecting these emails, that data from your audience. Also, I will leave a link somewhere here with the playlist we created with the other videos where we unpack the other October features. And for those of you who really want to master Canva at a very affordable price, I will leave a link to our Canva Master course on Udemy. I'll see you there.